How you guys doing? This is Real Sensi OG. Today we're here with Mellow. How you guys doing?
What's up, guys? Doing good.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Before we get started, I just want to give a big thanks to our sponsors, Puff Sauce, Boundless Tech, and Red Feathers Farms for keeping us all elevated.
Oh yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming down again. We really appreciate you guys. How are you guys feeling? Good. Hell yeah. It's a beautiful day out. Thank you guys. How has reggae music changed your guys' lives?
So, like, we'll pass it around each time.
Yeah, whatever you guys want
Pass
to
it
do.
around. It's not a genre that I would have looked out for a band to get into.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad that I did because it kind of taught me how to slow down. It's just a totally different sort of
Vibe.
feeling. I
Exactly.
don't want to use the word vibe. Everyone's gonna say vibe.
Yeah.
It's too on the nose.
Too
No,
general.
it's super different, and this is kind of my answer every time, but it's great. There's a breadth and a depth to the genre. You can get hard reggae, you can get really really relaxing stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and all of it is kind of united by that backbeat and that feel. So it's really really nice. It cools me down.
Exactly. I love the feeling it brings us all. Like it's a different vibe and a message.
How did reggae change my life? Man, I'd say in a lot of ways, actually. I grew up listening to reggae. Sublime, I guess, mainly from my brothers and their insight, I guess, or pushing that genre on me from a young age. And I grew up around guitars. I did some piano when I was really, really young. But
Awesome.
actually, reggae got me back into music to a point where I started wanting to actually learn an instrument and play, and then that's when I actually picked up a guitar and started playing it. I think it was a Ziggy Marley show where I was just
That's awesome.
sitting in the front, like, man, this is pretty awesome. Like, some really
It's
really
amazing.
good feelings come out of it, you know. So I actually started trying to learn it, and then I realized, hey, you know, it's not that complicated. Learn a few chords, and then it
Yeah.
all just spiraled out of control from there.
That's
so.
amazing.
Yeah,
All
but
the
it was all
influences.
reggae that got me actually into picking up an instrument and starting to learn how to actually put songs together and chord progressions together and things like that. So yeah, it definitely changed
That's
my life.
amazing. And all the inspirations we have, like that came before us, it's so awesome we get to look up to them.
For me, I think the first taste of reggae was like Peter Tosh, Bob
Yeah.
Marley, and like the Clash and the Police,
The
because
classics.
the first crush I ever had was on my babysitter when I was a little kid, and she'd have the records and she'd just bring the records over and like play them while she was babysitting
cool.
with me, and I was
That's
just
awesome.
in awe of her. So I always related kind of my first reggae experiences to her.
Yeah, that's
So always
awesome.
kind of reggae and love, like when you're with your special someone, it's
Love at
always
first
reggae
sight. There you
music,
go.
and yeah.
That's awesome.
Pretty cut and dry.
Oh yeah, that's a
'Cause of my
that's a
babysitter.
perfect story. That's how. That's usually.
Little Vincent.
Yeah, well, I guess for me, definitely early exposure was with Bob Marley,
Mhm.
and then of course Sublime when they were out, big part of my adolescence. And then yeah, just started branching out, piggybacking off of what Julian said. Pretty much, if it wasn't for the reggae music, changed my life. Because if it wasn't for this band, I don't know exactly where I'd be at in my musical journey. Because I was just separated from the last project I was working on,
Definitely.
and things hadn't really been going anywhere. And then this kind of jam session opportunity happened, and it developed into what we have now.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's definitely worked for the better. I've gone through
Oh, yeah.
other trials and tribulations during our growth as well, but having this as a foundation has really kept me going and
Exactly.
pushing and
That's
everything.
awesome. Keeps you guys all grounded, and that's amazing. Reggae music brings us all together, and it makes us forget, about like the craziness, of this world, and we all just get to unite.
Definitely.
Do you think your guys' sorry, your style has changed since we last talked?
Yeah, I think honestly, well, we kind of have a diverse kind of a style or approach to our reggae,
Definitely.
music. I think it's rather unique. I think we try to span not really all genres, but we're not, closed-minded as to what we'll try out to try to adapt into a reggae sound. And I think that our diversity as musicians allows us to do that.
Exactly.
Um, But yeah, I think it's in some ways yes, in some ways no. I mean, we're taking on new material, and some of it does have some of that rootsy vibe. But like we're
Exactly.
also gonna be writing new material, which
Can't
we
wait.
we when we get in the studio, who knows what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
But yeah, we
That's
just create
amazing.
it.
Hell
So
yeah. It's awesome. Reggae, you can't really categorize it. It's a little bit of everything, like a fusion. So
hmm
it's really cool.
yeah, and we're always learning too. So it's like as we're growing in our in our
Exactly.
music
Day
or
to
in
day
our
lives.
instrument, yeah, things change.
Exactly. Hell yeah.
So how was it recording your brand new single, Bottle Rocket, at 17th Street Studios?
Oh shit.
It was great. That was actually Lou Richards, who runs. I've worked with him for years and years and years. So, and our friend Josh, who I'm sure you know, I think right now he's playing. He used to play with Khalifa. He's playing with Crooked Trees now,
Yeah.
but he's there a lot, just working on instrumentals and beats and stuff. So
That's awesome.
it was a collaborative effort between all of us,
Oh yeah.
and it was just fun to bring a new group of kind of
People.
friends, brothers, whatever, into that mix, and yeah, it was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. It
Definitely.
was cool.
So what was it like working with Free Foundations to get all the visuals going for the song and everything?
Oh man, Free Foundations. Yeah, shout out to Alex Roth, Italix. Yeah, that's our boy. We've known him for a long time now. We did some recording with him a few years back. And yeah, I mean, Alex is just a great dude. I mean, he's one of those guys who he just says, okay, show me the song, show me the track, and all right, I got visuals already in my head.
Yeah.
Just show up at this time on this day.
Just ideas flowing.
Yeah, and he took us out, like literally drove us to these destinations that
That's
he knew,
awesome.
which
He
was
knew the spots,
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Yeah, you guys killed that.
so talented. Yeah, and
Big
he
up.
just puts his own flavor into it too, and he's just a chill dude.
Yeah.
We just love having him around. So shout out to
Straight
Free
up.
Foundations. What?
Big up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should really check out their song Bottle Rocket. It's so amazing. You guys should really check it out, all the visuals and everything. Big shout out. Yeah, thank you. Are there any shows you guys are super excited for?
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna pass it back to Julian. We're doing one drop.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're we're really excited. I mean, things are kind of crazy right now, right? So the next show that we do have for sure, hopefully, is May. We're playing with one of my personal favorites. Sounds like some of the other guys share the same perspective, but One Drop's coming around. They're doing a tour throughout SoCal. They're San Diego
Hell yeah.
reggae band, and we're
Check 'em
playing Tiki
out.
Bar. I think it's May 9th. It's first or
Yes.
second Saturday in
Gotta
May.
check it
yeah.
out on their
Second Saturday in
Instagrams.
May.
Yes, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
so we're
That's
super
amazing.
stoked on that
Can't
one.
wait for
Super
that
stoked
too.
on that one.
Gotta go there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Can we expect any new music in the next coming months?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. We're
Yes.
kind of. So Tony Sands, he's one of the best drummers that we've come into contact with. We worked a lot with Ian.
Yes. Ian Forsman.
At 17th, he does a lot of work with Lou,
Mhm.
and just covers for everybody. He's incredible, but Tony also really amazing. The dude,
Threads.
the dude played a whole show with a broken hand. He just played with one hand. Like,
That's crazy.
Still had a lot of just all
That's
the
how
power.
you do it. That's the dedication,
all the
honestly.
thump behind his playing. Yeah, it was great.
That's so awesome.
And he's
That's crazy.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's really really good. We love having him as part of our sound in the rehearsal studio, and when we get to gig with him. So yeah, we wrapped up Bottle Rocket. We're putting a couple more of our originals from the old days down. Working on that piece by piece, back burner style, and we're gonna start writing some new stuff pretty soon
Yeah.
here. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Can't wait. You guys gotta check them out. New music. We can't wait for that.
definitely. We'll be shutting that out.
Is there any advice you would give to someone trying to do what you guys are doing right now?
I'd say if it's something that you love doing, then you shouldn't even have to ask that question. You're gonna do it naturally anyways. Don't let anyone force you into this or anything, honestly. So if you don't have a severe or really strong passion for what you're doing, then someone else next to you is gonna have that, and that, you're just gonna fall behind. So you might as well just make
Give it
sure
your all.
that you have that drive. That's all I'd say.
Hell yeah. What do you think has been the hardest thing you've had to accomplish as a musician in your whole journey?
Your turn.
Oh well, ultimately for me, it was performing on stage. Like, yeah, because I was always a legend in my own mind in my room, rocking out with my bands, like cranking up my radio to match my amp. So I was just playing with the band. I had a full set behind me, playing for audiences as big as I wanted. You step on stage, you got the pressure, you got the lights, everything's real, you're in the moment. Yeah, man, for me, that was super nerve wracking. But with that, the flip side of it, it's just the most gratifying feeling I've ever felt, being able to perform. And when you achieve what you're setting out to do, it's amazing. So
Exactly.
yeah, I don't know, it's worth the risk, but definitely performing for me, definitely.
yeah.
Audience really moving.
Oh man, oh yeah, because the first band I ever played in, I was in like a Christian punk band. So we were at this youth group conference, and there was, when you see people moving to the music that you're writing, like that's the whole idea. Is like you want mosh pits when you're playing punk music. So like when you see the motion, you're like, okay, they're feeling it. Like that's a visual confirmation that you're doing it right. So
Yep.
yeah, that
Oh,
and then
yeah.
girls screaming is always a good thing too. So yeah.
Has your view on the reggae scene like changed at all since you started and built a name for yourself? Good.
I don't know if it's changed because I think we're still kind of, well, super new because we haven't played that many shows. But some of my favorites, locally, I really like Simpkin Project.
Yes.
Um,
Locals.
Khalifa has like a vintage Latin feel that I really dig.
Yeah.
So, Ruben, Big G.
Cumbia.
Yeah.
Gee.
Who else? I don't know. That's it for me. I'll pass the mic.
Those are good ones.
Yeah.
Though. Big ups.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I would say yes. I think there's a lot of new bands coming in. So it's you
Upcoming
gotta
bands.
kind of like sift through. One of the bands I really like actually is Focus. I think they're
Yeah,
really cool.
they're
They got a
really
really cool
good.
vibe. Yeah, and they're tight. We had a show with them a few months back.
Federal
Yeah,
Underground.
Federal Underground. Yeah,
Yee.
it was a cool show. No, but they got a really cool feel. I dig the lead guitar's got this kind of
Santana vibe.
Santana
Right?
vibe.
It's so
yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's straight
They
like
got a cool
roots,
feel, yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, and Big G is putting out a lot of new music with a lot of cool artists coming out.
He's
So,
killing it, killing the game.
oh yeah, Rise Roots. Rise Roots is
Yes.
always on point.
Love Rise Roots.
Everything they're doing. So yeah, I mean, I think the bands that are legendary. I mean, to me, legendary. Like I'd say Tribal Seeds and Revolution. They've been around
Yeah.
long enough where I could consider them like top of the line, and they're
Yeah,
still putting out
exactly.
really good music too, right?
True.
So it's just growing from
Exactly.
what I see.
Exactly.
So
There's a lot of new and upcoming bands, and it's crazy. Like all of us, like it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
all the different styles of music and stuff. Yeah.
So it's cool to see more people join the movement.
That's awesome.
absolutely.
Because you guys are all gonna be the top dogs, like showing everyone and helping everyone out, and that's how you do it. Honestly.
I appreciate it.
Think of us as grinding. Like I'm like I
Yeah.
guess it's just kind of that staying humble
That's
mindset.
just that mindset.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like always stay grinding.
Yes.
Like, nothing's
Oh, no, I was
good,
gonna
good enough.
say,
Like we still got to keep grinding.
Yeah.
Can we hear him?
Once
That's
you
really
feel,
good.
oh, you're good, you gotta
loud
keep
enough.
going.
Well, I was gonna say I remember a few years ago now. I think we were just. It was a friend of Renee's, our old drummers. We were just jamming out, and they wanted to come watch us and stuff. And then he hit me up for like, oh, can I get keyboarding lessons? I want to, be part of this music too. And that kind of blew my mind because I didn't think I was, like what Rum said. You consider that we're always looking ahead, and we're not
Yes.
looking at what we've accomplished. And so it kind of still blows my mind because even at that point, someone saw me as, wow, he's good enough that I want to get some wisdom from him. I want to get some
Exactly.
knowledge from him. And I was like, oh.
It's
So
crazy.
it motivated me to continue to grow in my own right and be that kind of
Exactly.
guy that's worthy of that sort of respect. I really, really,
yeah.
really appreciate
People
that
see
a
your
lot.
potential, all your guys' potential, and it's
Yeah.
amazing what you guys do. Honestly, keep it up.
So, yeah, thank you.
How do you guys balance your daily life and your music life?
Well, I don't have to because I do music all the time. I teach music lessons all
There
the
you
time.
go.
And so yeah, I'm always practicing because I just show kids how to do what I know how to do. So that's basically what I do.
There you go.
I guess people with real jobs have a better answer to that. Like Julian.
Speaking of real jobs.
Yeah, speaking
Real
of
jobs.
No, I mean it's a good question actually, and
All of
it's
the Beamer out there.
Right.
it's not easy. It's it goes back to your question before about what would you know what kind of advice would you give someone. So
Yeah.
it's just something that I love to do. So it's um, for me it's kind of like it's a hobby that I love spending time on, playing guitar and jamming with these guys, writing music, and the whole band thing is like a it's a project that you just really put all your heart and soul into, you know, and you just love to show people what comes from it, you know. So
Yes.
it's not a difficult thing to do. It definitely, some people say, how do you do that? How do you work and have time to still play music and all that? But if it's something you love to do, you just find time.
Exactly.
You find time.
Make time
Yeah.
for what you want
Yeah.
in life, you know? That's awesome.
I'm kind of in Fred's boat. I'm a full-time songwriter, so
There you go.
I got to hustle here and there on the side. Luckily, I
Mhm.
have friends who owns lots of different businesses, but
Help
you
out
know,
a
when
little bit.
I write all kinds of styles, but pitching songs is almost like a lottery ticket. So, you know, hopefully every few months you get 5 figures for
Yeah.
something. So I'm in a drought
True.
right now, but that's pretty much how I get by.
Yeah. It's crazy what we got to do.
Well, luckily, what I do, I work in the cannabis industry, so they're pretty understanding with what I do, and they're actually encouraging. You know, they're backing the reggae music that I do, and it doesn't have to be
That's
reggae. I
awesome.
mean, just musically, they're just happy to follow my passions.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
really good.
Chronic Pain Relief Center, shout out Long Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been with them for almost 2 years now, but yeah, I work there in the mornings most of the time. But yeah, I do a lot of inventory stuff now, so I'm not really on the same schedule as everybody else used to be. But yeah, they give me my nights because they know that our obligations typically fall at night.
There you go.
The weekends I try to keep free. But yeah, they're
awesome.
understanding, and if I need it off, I just request it off. But yeah, that's it.
Amazing. Hell yeah. You
Yeah.
guys keep music as your priority and everyone else works around it because
Yeah, no,
you guys tell them what's up, you know?
absolutely. That's what I want. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
100%.
There you go.
So, what do you think is your favorite Mellow Ground song that you've created and why?
Well, I'll give my own personal favorite. Yeah. This is gonna vary based. Well, and as a musician,
Everyone's
my
bottle
favorite
rocket.
song, hands down, has to be. It's called "Lose Control" now. Yeah. Because I'm a metal guitarist, so this is the closest I get to playing to shredding. Yeah.
Exactly.
So that song it means a lot to me. Granted, stamina is a mother sometimes when you're playing a whole set. So like that song can be intense, like
Yeah.
when it comes to the forearm shredding.
Exactly.
But it's worth it, and it's a really good song. It's upbeat. It kind of like I like it gives me a certain amount of energy. It's the type of music that I'm very fond of.
Exactly.
That has affected me as a musician. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
definitely Lose Control.
Hell yeah.
I didn't expect that one. Remember, he's the one who was like, take that one out.
Cause
You were.
I wasn't. Cause the
I know,
stamina
I know,
was
I
an
know.
issue.
Let's see. Probably Strength to Grow, because I wrote it
song.
about Standing Rock, and that was something that really aggravated me and
Yep.
epitomizes like what's wrong with the world.
Exactly.
So probably that. But what's the old new song we're recording with Big G right now? Songs of Peace.
Yeah. Ooh, that one's a banger now.
We got, and I'm sorry I can't remember everyone's names, but we got. Is it Jaw Horns? What is it?
Yes.
Jaw Connection.
What is it?
Jaw Connection.
Yeah,
horns.
Glenn, Jaw Connection.
Shout out Jaw
and
Connection.
Man, they just completely kind of redid the song to where I don't even want to sing what I sang. So it's because I like it so much, I want to do
You're
it
like,
more
just
times.
leave the horns.
Step it up.
Yeah.
It's gotta step. Yeah, no, it's.
Dorky, like basic synth horns line, and they fucking classic.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's got like a cool laid back Latin feel now. So
Man, and that's
Damn.
what. Yeah, that goes back to
that
the
may
whole-
be, if I can do it just as vocally, that may wind up being my new favorite. But other than that, I'd say Strength to Grow.
Hell yeah.
My favorite is "Spread the Love," just because that the instrumentals to it were something that was written a long time ago, and I always was a huge fan of where the progression takes you and how smoothly it goes from the verse to the chorus, and the amount of chords it uses within the key. And we were always struggling trying to find a good vocalist that could take it to where I envisioned it going. And then when I heard Vin, we gave him the instrumental when we were talking with him, and then he's here, let me know what you think, sent us a sample with his vocals on it, and it totally came to life. So
There you go.
that's definitely my favorite song at this point. Yeah, you passed. Yeah.
Alrighty. Is there anyone that you guys would like to shout out that has helped you throughout your whole music process? I think you guys already said it a little bit.
Yeah. Shout out to Big G. Shout out to the boys from Jaw Connection Horns that helped us out recently. Shout out to Alex Roth from Free Foundation Studios. Shout out to Kareem. Shout out to 17th Street. Shout out to Tim Wu. Lou. Shout out to Ian. Shout out to Tony. Shout out to everyone. All the fans, everyone.
Hell yeah.
Anyone watching this right now, shout out. Shout out to Real Sensi, of course. Hell yeah.
Shout
Thanks,
out to
guys.
you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyone who's come to shows,
yeah.
everyone.
Got to keep supporting them, honestly. That's awesome, you guys. Everyone, they really hear your guys' message that you guys are bringing, and you guys always bring in like an amazing crowd. And I always see all the crowds just going and singing your song, and it's really awesome to like capture that moment, It's amazing.
Thanks. Yeah.
Big
thanks.
shout out to
We
all the
see you
people.
guys out there too. We're playing. So
Yeah.
don't think we don't see it. We see it. Yeah,
Thank
we see
you.
it.
Yeah.
That guy's always, he comes to every one of our shows.
He's the homie right there.
Nice.
Every one
nice.
of our shows. He's
There you go.
so cool.
Yeah, straight up. Those are the people that are really supporting.
Right on.
Hell yeah. So since we're real Sensi, we got to ask, what's your favorite strain?
Yeah, I'm not a big smoker, but I'd say indica, if anything. It's the one I think that makes me the least paranoid of all of them. So, yeah, I'd say indica.
That's
Put me
just
on.
more sleepy
Put me to
right
sleep.
there.
Yeah, put me to sleep.
I'd say any kind of indica or indica hybrid. I actually really like, which is low THC. It's called old school Charlotte's Web,
Yeah.
because it just, for me, how I'm made up, it just keeps me nice and
There you
smooth
go.
and no paranoia. And
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Just the perfect strain.
So if it's a daytime high where I want to still be functional, I'd roll with the Blue Dream. I like
Yep.
that blueberry and haze combo. But then my go-to though, which I haven't really come across too often lately, but certain companies have it. But God's Gift, Granddaddy Perp and OG, that combo hits me really nice. Mainly because I battle anxiety regularly, so like the Blue Dream during the day, that blueberry brings it down just enough where I'm still moving, rocking, and rolling, but I don't have the busyness up top.
Exactly.
And that's
You
what I
can
like.
Focus.
And then so at nighttime though, I'm gaming it, just relaxing at the pad. So I'll God's Gift or any indica dominant strain for the most part will get the job done. But there's certain terps that hit me better, and I think God's Gift kind of encompasses what I need. It's like that package.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. Well, we really appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you guys go check out their new single, Bottle Rocket. Check out the music video and everything. And, we'll see you guys soon.
Oh, yeah.
We got some
Thank you, guys.
acoustic sessions, too.
thanks for always doing this and uplifting the scene, and
Of course.
just from a good place. We appreciate you guys, and we know everybody else does too. So.
Yes, of course.